After we survived Hurricane Katrina, we thought that we could survive anything.
Hi and welcome back. Many are looking for ways to escape reality and enjoy some well-deserved entertainment. Here are 10 of the best historical TV shows set to air in 2022. Number 10. The Essex Serpent. It is a fantasy drama series that tells the story of Cora, a woman whose spouse has recently passed away and who, in order to free herself of an abusive marriage, decides to move from the busy streets of Victorian London to a small city in Aldwinter. It is said that the Essex Serpent, a legendary beast, is to stay in Aldwinter, a small community. However, Spotty Dawn, the overseer of this hamlet, and Cora, that small town's leader, are doing their best to keep it from happening. The Essex Serpent has a 6.3 rating in IMDb and a 75% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
And now is the time for us to come together. Don't be scared. It's when we're most lost that the source of light is close.
Number 9. Boundless. Magellan sails with 237 men to Spain in 1519. Unfortunately, only 18 of them return alive to shore with their captain Juan Sebastián Elcano, a noble and memorable figure. 3 years later, they also face hardships, treachery, hunger, and death. A narrative that combines adventures and emotions, such as in a battle between two people competing for the same objective. Boundless has a 6.8 rating in IMDb and a 79% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Number 8. Becoming Elizabeth. Elizabeth Tudor's story is an interactive drama of the first years of her life containing gossip and the famed intrigue from the English court. Those years were marked by political and sexual scheming used by Elizabeth before she ascended the throne. The next day, King Henry VI dies, triggering a drama in which his sons become mere pawns in a struggle between England and the rest of Europe's power families. Becoming Elizabeth has a 6.9 rating in IMDb and 81% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
But what do you want?
To return as I once was. That girl is dead.
Number 7. Heirs to the Land. Hugo Lore, a 12-year-old boy, spends most of his time on the street. His day is also spent in the shipyards, and his dream is to become a shipbuilding craftsman, although his fate is uncertain. Hugo's life is incredibly difficult since he's an extremely lonely individual and has but one reason to be. In the city, Arnaud Estaniel has taken him under his protection. Heirs to the Land has a 7.1 rating in IMDb. Number 6. Midnight at the Para Palace. The series, based on the acclaimed Charles King book, concentrates on the evolution of modern-day Turkey, most notably individuals who made the country into the great city that it is today. Ezra is a reporter trying to find her next big item of news. Ezra goes on a tour of the Para Palace, an esteemed hotel in Istanbul known for both its history and its inexplicable strange occurrences. One night, she abruptly finds herself in 1919. There, she meets a range of significant figures from history, including Mr. Hallett, who is not only the key to Ezra preserving a past view of the present, but is also key to ensuring the election of Turkey's first president, Mustafa Kemal, will come to fruition. How Ezra wants to keep the past the exact same in order to prevent future generations from changing is a familiar quandary for her. Midnight at the Para Palace has a 7.1 rating in IMDb and a 92% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
कौन हो तुम? कहाँ से आई हो?
Number 5. The Serpent Queen. It is a historical show on the allure Catherine de' Medici, Renaissance Queen of France, the very same one who was considered in her era because she resided as a poor young woman. In the 16th century, Catherine de' Medici is betrothed as a 15-year-old girl at the court of France, which is needed to greatly help the family on her behalf. However, her husband discovers that she is infatuated with another woman and is unable to make love. Despite all the difficulties of Catherine de Medici, she remains with her husband for 50 years due to her commitment and her brains. As well as when it comes to the prevailing violent blood sport of the monarchy, she stays a queen. The Serpent Queen has a 7.5 rating in IMDb and 88% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
None of us are safe.
You have a serpent in your midst.
Feels good to be bad.
Number 4. The Gilded Age. Old New York, old money, and new money are the major variables that create the atmosphere of the post-Civil War era New York society. The who's who of the society is heavily managed by old money people who have another natural appeal for the brand new rich. The lives of the main characters are also mixed with individual people from many different walks of life. The Gilded Age has a 8.0 rating in IMDb and a 69% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
You bastard.
I may be a bastard, Mr. Thorburn, but you are a fool. And of the two, I think I know which I prefer.
Number 3. 5 Days at Memorial. The drama offers you information about the Hurricane Katrina-induced events in the hospital you might visit to investigate the situation. When the hurricane surged, the power went out, which subsequently caused the temperature spikes to reach an all-time high. The employees of a New Orleans hospital made a series of decisions that led to a lifelong imprint in their minds. 5 Days at Memorial has a 7.9 rating in IMDb and 86% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
All I did was try to help people. That is all I did.
Number 2. Our Flag Means Death. Based on the memoirs of 18th century would-be pirate Stede Bonnet, one who traded in an apparently charmed waterfront life to reach the career of a true swashbuckling buccaneer, Stede became a captain of the pirate ship Revenge. Conducting himself in the seemingly mutinous means of his crew of pirates, Stede's reputation changed after a fateful confrontation with the infamous Captain Blackbeard. Stede and crew make an effort to get their ship together and survive in the high seas. Our Flag Means Death has a 7.8 rating in IMDb and a 94% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
To blow them to hell, Captain.
And we're quite certain they're pirates?
Hard to say. One appears to be a heavy-set woman in a silk dressing gown.
Everybody hide!
Number 1. 1899. A steamship leaves Europe to go back to the West, which is called migration. The passengers consist of a mixture of old continent people, united in their hopes and dreams for the subsequent century and their future abroad. But their journey takes an unexpected turn when they come upon one other steamship drifting at sea. Their voyage to a new place will turn into a nightmarish experience if they mistake on board what they'll find. 1899 has a 9.3 rating in IMDb.
Shift their perspective to see the full scope of things.
Do you like this video? Check others' videos here and subscribe to be notified about our most recent videos. See you next time. Goodbye.